What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tom here with Tom Ria Sports. And first and foremost, just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever it is you may celebrate. Wishing you all nothing but the best. I appreciate your support as always. Thanks for tuning in, subscribing, all that stuff really means a lot. We're only growing, so much more to come. But anyways, let's get right to it. We have our Week 16 spread picks. Rare Friday edition. Obviously, there's a game on today, and then we're going to have 3 games Saturday, and then the regular Sunday, Monday slate. So, starting us off, Christmas Day special. Minnesota heads to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Saints are 7-point favorites at home. This is a tough game just because I love the Saints defense. I really am a big fan of them, and the Vikings 6-8. Their playoff hopes are pretty much done. I think they will play hard, but Saints will pull away late. I do think they'll cover the 7-point spread and win the game, so I'm going with New Orleans here. Just a disclaimer, I'm not great with the first game of the week. Just a heads up, but we're going to go Saints -7. Saturday slate, Buccaneers Lions 1 o'clock in Detroit. Buccaneers are 10-point favorites on the road. This is another one that's just because Tampa, you don't know what you're going to get from them, but they tend to beat up on weak competition for the most part. So, I think Buccaneers will win this game handily. Whether or not Stafford plays, looks like he's probably going to. I'm taking Tampa to win and cover. Cardinals Niners, Amazon Prime Video. That's a little odd, but 4:30 p.m. Looks like George Kittle's back and playing, trying to spoil the Cardinals' playoff hopes. 49ers are officially out of the playoffs. Cardinals 5-point favorites at home. They beat the Niners at full strength in the first game of the year. I like them to do it again, this time or by around 10 points. I'm taking the Cardinals to win and cover. Dolphins Raiders, the Saturday night game. This one could be a fun game. Dolphins don't have much offense but a tremendous defense, and it's pretty much the exact opposite for the Raiders. So I do expect some points to be scored here. Dolphins 3-point favorites on the road. I'm taking them to win and cover. Raiders, both teams really playing for a playoff spot, but if Raiders lose, I think they're officially out, and if Dolphins win, they have a great chance to get in. So big game for Miami. This young team really made a lot of heads turn this year, and I think they're going to continue to do that with a convincing win over Las Vegas. Then starting off on Sunday, we have the Falcons and the Chiefs. Falcons coming off another blown lead, this time against Tampa. Last week, Chiefs, close victory versus the Saints, although it felt like a larger victory. It was only 3 points. Chiefs 13-1, best team in football. But the last, I believe, 5, 6, 7 games, they've won by within a touchdown every game. And I think this one's no different. I think Chiefs could blow them out, whatever you want to say. But I'm going to take the Falcons. I think the Chiefs will definitely win, but it'll be by around a touchdown. 10.5 is just too much for me. Browns Jets. I'm not buying into 1-win Jets. No way. Browns all the way. 10 points. Plenty for me. I'm taking Cleveland to win and cover. Colts Steelers. This should be a fun game. I'm actually really interested in this one. The over-under is pretty low too, only 44. I think the over is going to hit in that. But Colts 1.5-point favorites. Basically a pick 'em, pretty close. I'm taking the Colts. Steelers have just not looked good. I think they will play better this week, and if they're able to get Phillip Rivers to turn the ball over, they should win this game, but don't know if they're going to do that. Colts, great offensive line. They do have some weapons in the receiver core. Tremendous running game. Good defense. I like the Colts here. Bears, Jaguars. Nothing much to say. Jaguars now in sole possession of the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes. They need to lose this game, as crappy as that sounds. I know it's not competitive, but I think Bears need to win this game, and they do so convincingly, covering the 7.5-point spread. Giants, Ravens. Like I've mentioned many times, Giants typically play in close games, but their quarterback situation is all screwed up. Going in Baltimore. Baltimore's hot. They're playing for playoff positioning. 10.5-point favorites. I like that. I think they win the game by around a score of 30-10, maybe 30-17, something like that, but expecting the Ravens to win here. Win pretty handily too. So, Bengals, Texans. Texans 7.5-point favorites. Two terrible teams to say the least. But Texans did just play a close game versus Indy. Bengals just beat the Steelers. I'd like this to be a closer game, so I'm going to go with the Bengals just because I don't think 7.5 is reasonable. I think it's a little bit too large for such a weak defense, and Bengals just did pretty dang good against a very good defense. So I'm going to ride the hot hand, go with the Bengals to cover. Not saying they win the game, but I think they'll beat the 7.5-point spread. Broncos, Chargers. Chargers 3-point favorites at home, coming off an overtime victory on Thursday night last week against the Raiders. This is 5-9 teams, two teams very up and down. I'm just going to take the Chargers a little bit reluctantly, but I'm going to go ahead and pick the Chargers because they're home, and I don't know, they got some good weapons. They got a little more offense than the Broncos do, and I think they'll win this game by a little more than 3. Panthers, Washington. This is a tough one because ideally if Washington had no issues at quarterback, I would say they're going to win the game. But with Smith maybe not playing and everything going on with Haskins, it makes it tougher to pick this one. I really looked at it hard. But Panthers were 3-2 this year, and they're 1-8 since. So they are absolutely reeling. Washington playing for a divisional spot. They need to win this game. I'm picking Washington to win and cover. Eagles, Cowboys. Jalen Hurts' era has begun. He's looked great. I'm happy to see that. Even though as a Giants fan, I still root for guys. I'm going to take the Cowboys, though. All that just to say that. But Eagles 2.5-point favorites in Dallas. Dallas has actually played really well of late. I think they might have found a couple things. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and take them to win this game. So they'll obviously beat the spread. Rams, Seahawks. Another tremendous game. We got some good ones. Usually how it goes towards the end of the season. Seahawks 1-point favorites, so almost a pick 'em as well here in Seattle. Really could go either way, obviously. I'm taking Los Angeles, though. I think they'll do enough on defense to frustrate the Seahawks offense, and I like what they have weapons-wise defensively compared to what Seattle does, so I think the Rams could actually get the ball moving. If they can run the ball, they'll beat anybody, just about anybody. So I think they will this week, and I think the Rams win here. Titans, Packers. Packers 3.5-point favorites. The half point is big. I think they can win this game by 3 or less, but I'm going to pick the Titans to beat the spread because of the 3.5. If it was 3, maybe I took Green Bay just for the push possibility, but I do think this is a close game. It's really a battle of two weaknesses. Titans' weakness is their pass rush, and that's a Packers' strength offensively. When Rodgers has time, he'll carve you up all day. And then on the flip side, Packers' weakness is stopping the run, specifically up the middle, and the Titans' strength is just that. So I think a lot of points are going to be scored in this one, something around maybe 31-28, 35-30, some type of score around that range. I'm going to take the Titans to beat the spread and maybe win the game. I don't really know, but I'm taking the Titans to beat the spread here. And then Bills, Patriots. Bills 7-point favorites, just clinched the AFC East, first time in a long time. 11-3, arguably the best team in the league of the last 8 weeks. Their only loss coming to that Hail Mary against the Cardinals. 7-1 in that span. Looks like some rain weather, we'll see. But Patriots playing really just for pride at this point. Maybe it's a close game. I don't think Bills let up, though. I think they win this game pretty handily by around 2 touchdowns. I'm taking the Bills to win and cover. Guys, again, I really appreciate you taking the time just to check me out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment with your picks. Throw a like. Let me know what you think. Enjoy the holidays. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And I'll see you soon.